Hey guys, it's Sweety Pie. Welcome back to my channel. Today we are doing 2019's year-end favorites. Okay, so I have been thinking like crazy how to do this video. Everybody does this video differently. People say don't pick favorites that are not from 2019, and then other people, say differently. What I'm going to do is I am going to show you what has been consistently used this year in my collection, and a lot of this is actually from 2019. I have a couple of brands and products that came out that were really iconic and stand out to me, and yeah, if you guys like that, that's freaking awesome. And if you don't, well, I am so freaking sorry, because it's such an odd thing. And some people do get ready with me's. I haven't perfected the art of doing makeup in front of my camera yet. So that makes it a little bit difficult to do that. But yeah, either way, I've got a box full of my favorites. If you guys would like to see what they are for 2019, then let's get into this. Always subscribe. Always. That is always the best thing to do. Yes, I already swatched. I just reviewed the Melt Myrte palette. So yes, that is what I am wearing on my eyes today. That is why I have stained fingers. And yeah, if you could see up my arm, I have swatches underneath this, but I love this shirt. This is so cute, and I never wear this because it's like a little shirt, which everybody knows I ain't wearing no little shirt out in public, but I love this shirt. I love it, even though it's kind of, like a little restricting. Anyway, oh my gosh, reviewed this. Anyway, let's get into the favorites. So I don't know where I'm going to start. It looks like I'm going to start on like eyeshadows, because let's be honest here, I freaking love eye products. I have some like eye toppers and like single products also in here that I wanted to share with you that I thought were extra special this year. But I guess the first thing that I want to talk about is multi-chromes, duochromes, and indie brands. I have yet to do a video on these, which I probably should have done it already, but I want to buy from a few more brands before I push out this video. These are all the duochrome, multi-chrome pigments that I've been buying from different indie brands. There is Divina on this side, there is Cleona Cosmetics here, and then there is also Dawn Eyes Cosmetics pigments down below here. These have been some of the coolest experimental, really having fun with your eyeshadow thing I have loved this year. This is something special. This is an experience. They're so beautiful, and there are some downsides to them for sure, which I will definitely talk about in my video that I have yet to make. But I think that these are something special, and maybe you don't need 20 of them, but I think having a couple key shades, in a formula that you enjoy would be really beneficial to someone who likes to have a little fun with makeup. So yeah, there is that. I am not going to put that over there. The next, brand that came out and that debuted that I have been ecstatic over is Tati Beauty. This is definitely, I am so excited for 2020 to see what she comes up with, because this is so pretty. This is so, so pretty. If you are into neutral, oh gosh, if you are into very textured, very interesting looks, but you want a neutral palette, this is a dream come true. This has so many glitters. This has her sequin formula, her freaking sequin formula. I love it. It's so beautiful. You do have to be careful with it, but I love it. It's so pretty. Let's just do one swatch. That is Story in the sequin. Look at that. That's so pretty. Anyway, I love this palette. I can't wait for more Tati Beauty. I didn't buy her vitamins. If you want to see a whole review that I did, it'll be a couple videos back. I'm so excited for her brand, and I was excited for this launch. I do like her formula. I wonder, oh, no, let's not go there. Anyways, love that. All right, one last eyeshadow thing, that collaboration that I adored, the Urban Decay Game of Thrones palette. All right, so everyone has seen this. I did an entire review on the palette and everything. You pull it out. Here are the shades from the palette. Now, the shades are pretty and everything. Do I use this palette on the daily? No, I don't. Why is it in your favorites video then, Melissa? Because I love it. I love Game of Thrones. I love the nostalgia behind this, and every time I pull this out, I can always create a look with it. Is it my favorite palette? Am I grabbing out just for the palette? No, a lot of it is because of the nostalgia, but it's just such a work of art. I was so excited to get this palette, and I was like, you know, I was really in love with it. So yeah, so it's in my favorites, and it was limited edition, so you can't even get it anymore. So, you know, that was the breaks and everything, but I wouldn't. If you had just put those eyeshadows in a palette and said, like, here you go, I don't know, I might have bought it, but I don't know. Because it made it Game of Thrones and it's very nostalgic, I really, really, really loved that they collabed with someone like Urban Decay. Anyway, I have one last, like, eyeshadow palette thing that I really loved this year. This was a really awesome release this year. These are the Neon Huda Beauty palettes. I love. I really do love. I think that these are so pretty. Oh, these are so pretty. This is my favorite one. I did not buy the green one, but I didn't see very good reviews about that one either. You can still buy these on Sephora or wherever. Now, realize that the shimmers in here can be more like toppers. They do have to be built up, but the mattes are so beautiful, and they're just as, like, neon-y and bright. I do suggest that if you really want that, like, pop, to wear like a white base or like the Anastasia eye primer. Yeah, you would have known, of course. This is definitely in the favorites. I love this eye primer. This is such a good eye primer. It cancels everything out. You can cut the brow with it if you are light enough. I wish they would come out with more shades, because I think that this doesn't work for everybody, but it works for my complexion and I love it. Anyway, what else new? Well, I just got those two out of the way. Eye primer, yes. And I do have another one as well that came out earlier in the year. And it is the Makeup Revolution Cut Crease Canvas. I love this as well. This is super nice. Now, this is a little more liquidy and a little harder to cover up than the ABH one, because it is a skin tone, and this one is white, but I think they have a whole crap ton of shades. Yes, they do. This one's in Halo, so you could go buy it in a flesh toned shade if you so chose. All right, let's go with something kind of controversial. Okay, so Danielle Bregoli, she came out with a brand called, gosh, I have palettes from them as well. The palettes are just okay, like, they're nothing special, honestly. Why can I not find those palettes? Anyway, so they came out with some palettes, and it was, you know, a whole big thing because they were copycatting, Copycat Beauty. There we go. So they were copycatting everyone, essentially. And they copycatted these brushes. I'm pretty sure both of them are Marc Jacobs brushes, but I love these brushes. I've had these for like 6 months. I still love them. They're still soft. So, you know, like, they did do a good job. I am pretty rough with my brushes. I wash them like every single week. I'm not into dirty brushes. I have acne. I really want to try and change it. So I wash my brushes every single week. I rotate because I have a little bit of a brush collection now. I do rotate like quite a bit. So anyway, they have lasted so long. So if you can still get your hands on Copycat Beauty, the brushes themselves, the eyeshadow palettes were just okay. The brushes, they were here to play. I got the like foundation brush. It's like the circular. It's a very, I didn't think I'd like it, but it like got softer over time, and it's really nice for stippling in foundation. And then this one is a great bronzer brush. It's after like a Marc Jacobs brush. I think I did do a video on these and the palettes as well. All right, so we have some blush. One thing that I definitely know is from 2019 is the Catrice and Iman Live What You Love blush palette. They also had a highlighting palette and a eyeshadow palette, I think. This is where it's at. These are so beautiful, so pigmented, so nice. This is definitely something that someone with a darker complexion could use, but this is also something that I love to use. So again, okay, so they have this like, where do you find an orange blush like this? The colors were really beautifully picked in this palette. It's a nice palette, and I don't think it was over, I want to say it was $15.99 in my Shoppers. That's where I found this. Catrice is starting to like move its way into my Shoppers Drug Mart. I'm so excited. But yes, when I was looking through my blushes and I was like, okay, what from 2019 was I really blown away with? And bam. This is it. This is it. It's drugstore. It's not super high. It's not high-end prices, but it's also not like Wet n Wild prices either. It's got one shimmery one that I like. It's not my all-time fave, but it's these ones here. Like, and this could pass as a bronzer on some people. It's more of a blushing bronze on me, but oh, I love the tones of this. I love the feel. They're all smooth and buttery. They don't skip, they don't patch. Love this. Think this is a really beautiful blush palette, and one that just stood out this year to me. All right, I have one more kind of blush complexion product that I wanted to talk about, and it is the Natasha Denona mini palettes. This is the Diamond Glow. It looks like this. I think this one came out in 2018, not sure. Then they have the Natasha Denona Blush and Glow. This one's the like more subtle one. And then they have the one that came out this year, which is the Bronze and Glow. Now, a lot of people say, well, how do you get your brush in here? Blah, 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 blah. All you're going to do is put your hand over the one product and just dab in there as much as you want, and then dab onto your counter or dab onto your hand. I have no problem going in with larger brushes in these pans a lot of the time. You know, it's a learning curve, I guess, but honestly, I have been able to try so many of her products by being able to buy the mini, and her products are true. Whether they're in the mini form or not, I've found that like they're true to the form of what they are, and I've really loved. Oh gosh, this one is so pretty. This is the Diamond and Glow. Oh, this diamond powder, it's just pure sparkle. It's just sparkle. It's so beautiful. Anyway, that is something that I've been using a ton out of this year, and I've just been loving it. It's so nice when a more expensive brand comes out with minis that are actually the product. They're not trying to cut corners because it's a mini on the actual product. So you're going to know that it's, you know, it's the legit product. Anyway, I've got a highlighter here. This is the Pixie by Petra. This is the Glowy Gossamer Duo in Delicate Dew. This is beautiful. If you have never experienced one of these highlighters, go and get one. They're beautiful. They come in like, I think 2 or maybe even 3 duo shades now. It's just like, it's like very glassy, baked gelée formula. Very nice. You can apply a little or you can go super heavy with it. It's just beautiful. The formula is really nice. People are right about this formula. It's really beautiful. I like it. I like it a lot. Pixie's a little bit more up there in price though. Okay, I have 3 primers, all right, and 1 foundation. Wow. I loved other things this year, but these are the be all. Okay, so Catrice, they have this 1 minute face perfector, and it's kind of a moussey texture. It's supposed to be a mousse face perfector, ensures flawless mattified complexion, natural makeup finish, makes pores visibly disappear, color adapts to any skin tone, use as makeup or primer. I use this as a primer like a ton, and I really like this. I think this is kind of like a pore filling, more moisturizing with a tiny little bit of tint. And I really love it. For days where I was using powder foundation, it gave me just enough tint that I looked like pretty full coverage and was able to go to work feeling, you know, like I was, you know, nice and I look presentable and all that good stuff. I really like this. I think that this is definitely a spend that I was like, oh, I probably won't like this. I love it. I used it like all year for those days where I was getting up really early. I would throw this on, throw on like a powder foundation, usually the like Cover FX or the MAC Studio Fix. I would throw that on and it was great. It worked great. Another one that I have been liking that I was hesitant to put this in my favorites because this is like by the end of the year. I think I only got this 3 months ago, but I've really been liking this. I have really bad pores, and I have been trying to find something that makes my, you know, like pore area look better. This is really good. I don't think this is good for all over the face. I think that if you pat right in this area and around where you have pores, I think you'll actually love it. So yeah, I don't know, get a sample, all that, you know, I don't know if it's worth $51 though. That $51 price tag is just so crazy, but I do think it works. It definitely works. This is what I sit and watch. Frickin' Ramsey. Like, what?
I'm staring at it.
He is like my favorite TV personality. Anyway, guys, let's get back to the favorites. I got a drink of water, blah, blah, blah. And I am back. Sometimes this light can just give me a headache. So yeah, let's get through the rest of these favorites because this is a long video. There's just so many good things. Anyway, Peach Perfect. This powder has definitely been a favorite. I know it smells very, very perfumed, but I love the finish all over my entire face, under my eyes. I love the finish of this powder. It is beautiful. It is my #1 for 2019. Okay, I have 2 concealers and 1 foundation. I used about 50 samples of this foundation. Finally, it went on sale at Sephora and I purchased it. This is the Clinique Beyond Perfecting. I have worn this every single day since I got it pretty much. I am like, okay, what? I need to use another foundation. Like, oh my God. I love it. I think it's beautiful on the skin. If you use a lot of it, it can get a little bit cakey, but I just love, it's perfect. It covers everything for me and it's still a little bit luminous. I think it is a matte foundation. Is it a matte? Moderate to full natural matte finish. That's why, because it's a natural. It's still a little bit like not tacky or anything, but it's still like a little bit natural, so your dewiness still kind of comes out a little bit. I have been loving this year, even the 400 samples that I had to go through. All right, something that I kind of rediscovered in my collection this year is the Tarte Maracuja Creaseless Concealer. I love this. Sometimes my under eyes can be so dry and look so cakey, and not only does this cover it, but it also keeps them pretty moisturized. If you powder too much underneath, like over top of this, it will start to look cakey, so you got to be careful of that. But other than that, I have been loving that concealer this year. And the holy grail for 2019 definitely goes to the Born This Way multi-use sculpting concealer. It's go try this concealer. It is amazing. I love it on the face as a foundation. I love it under the eyes. I want to buy it again in like 2 different shades, but I know I'm not going to end up doing that. It's like kind of like one of those purchases where you're just like, okay, whatever. But I love it. It is beautiful. I have literally used the entire bottle, took the stopper out, all of that good jazz. That's how you know it's an amazing product. Yeah. getting down to the nitty gritty here. Okay, so I have one mascara for the year. It is the Essence Lash Princess False Lash Effect. I love it. I've gone through 2 of these. I bought a kit with all 4 of them, and I have been kind of trying them out. So I have been using the volume one. It's the purple tube. I like that as well, but I love this one. This one's really, really good, and it's super drugstore, like super, 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 super drugstore. Anyway, I have one lip thing, because everybody knows that I'm not into lip products for some reason. I don't know why, and it's so weird. Like, I'm not a lip product girl, but I did love these. These are so, like, they are so bougie looking. They're heavy. They're like something for the collection. These are the Too Faced, what do they call them? The Sweet Peach lipsticks. This one is in Sex on the Peach. They are very scented. Oh, they're so creamy though, and they're so pretty. I do love them. The 2 colors I have are really similar. It's Sunday Fun Day and Sex on the Peach. Super similar colors, but they're super pretty. They're moisturizing, but they're still full coverage. And yeah, I'm really happy that I got these. I got them on sale when they went on sale one day this year, and I didn't expect to love them as much as I do, but they're definitely like a standout this year for lip products. I also really enjoy the Fenty glosses. I didn't put them in here, but I'm literally wearing one today. This is the color in Fussy, and it came in like a little holiday set. Really enjoy it. Anyway, there isn't much left. There's some oddball products. Let's go into eyebrows here. I've got, okay, last year, MAC Shape and Shade. It was the top one. This one's still going strong. Okay, another one that did come out this year that I really enjoyed was the Brow Blade by Urban Decay. The actual brow blade is working still, but the pencil goes so quickly. But it is the tiniest little microfine pencil. I love it so much. This is awesome. This was the 2019, like, wow, good job. But I still like my MAC Shape and Shade better because it lasts longer. Also, another honorable mention is the Wet n Wild. This is their retractable brow pencil. I have mine in ash brown. I love this. I've used this so much this year. I've bought 2 of them. I use it all the time. So it's kind of an honorable mention. Those brow products, I've been really into creating those little hairs in my brows because my brows are still growing. I plucked them a lot, and you know, I will do a video if you want. Anyway, ooh, another eye primer that I've been using the heck out of in the end of the year. This is the MAC Painterly. This is not new. People do not need to know about this. It's already raved about, but I did buy it and I do enjoy it. I used it today. I used it yesterday. Used it many days. Okay, so my setting spray of the year is 100% the L'Oreal Shake and Glow Dew Mist. This has made my powdery ass look dewy and beautiful so many times. It works the best for me if I take a sponge and just kind of dot around the face a little bit after I spray. I love this. I really do. I find this so, so beautiful. And yeah, I thank Kathleen Lights for that. If you like a really, like if you're looking for a more dewy approach to your foundation, you might love this as well. I don't think it was all that expensive. I got this one for $10, but it was on sale, so I'm assuming it's a little bit pricier than that. But that is a brand new one. I am just going through my old one. It sits on my back vanity. It's right back there. Anyways, so I have 2 things that I have been really liking. For 2019, like, cream blushes became a thing more in my collection, and I just want to go in here because there's a cream blush that I also wanted to talk about. Oh, where is it? Okay, go into blushes. I swore there was another one. Maybe not. Okay, I've been really into like more cream blushes and stuff like that, and these are so cool. Okay, these are the Rimmel London Jelly Blushes. I have Peach Punch and I have Bubblegum Chum. Let's just open up Peach Punch. Okay, so first of all, in the beginning, you will probably be able to push on this little thing and get some out of it. You really don't need much. But I'm just going to take what's left on the lid. And it is a very jelly formula. But like, look at that color. It's a very sheer, pretty color. I didn't have a ton of problems putting it over top of like my foundation. I did not put it over top of powder because I don't think that works in many situations. And I think that'll just ruin your experience with these. But if you can pick these up, they are really cute. And I do like the Rimmel Jelly Highlighters. They're kind of like the same formula. I can put these over top of powder though. Oh, look at how pretty that is. Like, I am running out of swatch room. They did come out with a couple more wearable colors as well. I am getting makeup all over my Alex 9 drawers. See, really shimmery and pretty. I think I like the blushes better than the highlighters though, because these ones are more of a matte finish and they go on the skin a little bit easier. Anyway, now for the ending of 2019. Just gonna throw that down. Oh, okay. All right. So, sparkly eye things and kind of like, you know, colorful things for the eyes. You know, this is where I live. I could pick 100 different things, honestly. There were so many different things that I was like, this is special, this is special. I really, the duochrome pigments, those are something that just blew me away this year. But as for like mainstream, I have a couple of Kat Von D products that came out, and then I have one Tarte product that I think came out this year. I'm pretty sure. Anyway, the first one are these Kat Von D. These are the... oh my gosh, face pigment sticks. They come in electric blue, bubblegum, and wild orange. These are so beautiful and pigmented. I use them as eyeliners most of the time, but they can be used as bases. I don't like them as a lipstick. They do say they're totally lip safe, but they're super drying as a lipstick. When you put these on, they're gonna stay put. Like, and they're the types of shades that I don't find all that often. So yeah, let's just show you. See, so we've got an orange, we've got a bright pink, and we've got a bright blue. I'm sorry, there are so many swatches on my hands. I've had a lot of fun with these. I've used these a ton this year for different eyeliner looks or as a base for, you know, a more intense, like making eyeshadows a little more intense. I like these a lot. She hasn't brought out a whole lot. I don't know. I feel like she's like gonna go out of Sephora. I don't know. Either way, I liked this product. I haven't bought a lot from Kat Von D this year just because a lot of her products haven't really excited me all that much. Anyway, this is another product that I wish she would come out with like a whole palette of these. Oh my god, this would be amazing. So this is the Cream Foil Long Wear Eyeshadow in Crystal Rose. This is so special. Okay, this is like a Super Shock shadow, but like flakier. This is so metallic, like, look at that. And this one is the rose gold. They do have a silver one. I almost got that one. They were out of stock, and I remember we went to Barry, and I was actually able to pick it up. Look at that. This is something special. This is like a really special, very creamy, like flaky, pigmented beautifulness, and I love it. I've used it like at least 20 times since I've gotten it, which I think was a while ago. I think she came out with this a while ago. But yeah, so second to last product. I really enjoyed this. I've wanted to get the other color, but honestly, I have so many Super Shock shadows. Like, they're all right here. I don't need any more of that stuff. Anyway, another thing, another pigment. Oh Lord, I just spilt it on myself. Okay, that's okay. So, these pigments from Tarte. This one is in the shade, oh gosh, Fire Dancer, I think it is. This is definitely my favorite shade so far. And I actually got to swatch all of these in store. This is the most beautiful red I've ever freaking seen. It's so pretty. I love it so much. If you're looking for a metallic, like berry red, this is beautiful. It goes on the eyes really beautifully. It apparently is a little bit messy. I've never had that happen before, but it, you know, it might be because it's been like knocking around a little bit in the container down here. They're like a pigment, but they're very creamy. It's a very interesting texture. And yeah, I think that is it. Oh my God. Oh my God. We made it, guys. Okay. On a real note, 2019 has been one of the hardest years ever, especially this like ending of the year. And I'm really like, I think 2020 is going to be a really intense year for me. And I want to know how much, I want you guys to know how much I absolutely adore you guys, and like how this has kept me going. This has really kept me going. I didn't think I was gonna cry. Whew. Okay, this has really kept me going. And one day I really hope to like be able to talk about, you know, what's going on in my life. I just don't feel like comfortable while I'm in the process. But yeah, I wanted to let you know that this YouTube thing has just been something that has been so awesome to be able to keep my mind busy and to be able to talk to people, like-minded people that, you know, that like makeup just like I do. And, you know, that's what brings us all together. And I know that like everybody's making these videos about, oh, the beauty community and the beauty community. Honestly, there's so many different parts of the beauty community that it's not just one part. It's not just one person. It's not just one thing. Like, do I have eyeshadow on my nose? Oh God. I feel like I'm gonna sneeze too. Anyway, I just wanted to tell you guys how much this has meant to me over this year and over last year and over the year before that. I think this will be like number 4 or number 3 or number 4 year for this channel. And yeah, I hope you guys, you know, enjoy my content. Always leave me suggestions, always, because, you know, sometimes that's the hardest part, is like getting on camera and knowing what I want to film. Yeah, I hope you guys enjoy my channel. And I hope you guys enjoy me. I really have enjoyed having you guys around to support me. So yeah, here's to 2020. I really am excited, and I hope to share it with you guys. All right? Mwah! I love you guys so, so much. And yeah, we'll be seeing each other again, I'm sure, soon. Bye!